Hey everyone, this is Demari. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be doing the Shadow Work Tarot reading for the sign of Capricorn. Please keep in mind it is general and it's also timeless. So this can be in relation to events that have already taken place in the past, things that may play out currently, or things that may come up in the near future. You can watch this from your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus placements. However, I do recommend watching from your Moon or Venus signs. When it comes to the spread, I'll be pulling one card from each of the three oracle decks I have here. So you'll get one from the Dark Mirror, one from the Moonology and one from the Angelarium. And then I'll be pulling some key messages using the Tarot de la Nuit deck. There will be an extended available afterwards. So, Capricorn, let's see what's coming up and being revealed by your shadow aspect. So I just want to say quickly a big thank you to everyone who's been liking, commenting, subscribing and even sharing my videos. It means a lot to have your continued support, so thank you so much for being a part of this community. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and don't forget to hit the notifications bell so you're informed of when your next set of readings goes up on the channel. Also, I will be streaming on Twitch, so do follow me there to be a part of the live discussions and tarot readings. If you'd like a personal reading, you can find the information in the description box below. So Capricorn, the card you have from the Dark Mirror is Alone in the World. I feel like perhaps you've been self-isolating for quite some time now. And not just because of what's happening in the world currently, although that's clearly going to play a factor. But I feel like for some time now you've been feeling like somewhat detached. And it's like you want to be able to express yourself. You want to be able to lay your soul bare about how lonely you feel, about how difficult it's been sitting with your emotions alone and not having that outlet, not having anyone around to hear your pain, hear your thoughts, hear your feelings, not being able to express and vocalize it to people who understand. So I feel like in this instance, you do want to be vulnerable, but you don't feel like you have anyone there to listen. Maybe you feel there's a lack of trust in your connections, because there is a deep sense of trust that is required to be able to lay your soul bare and express your deepest fears, your biggest hurdles, what's affecting you emotionally, mentally and physically, right? So that is what I'm getting so far from this. I feel like some of you have been wanting to express something you experienced in your past, some kind of traumatic event, but no one was around to listen to you. Even though now you feel like you're able to finally open up about what happened and why you acted the way you did or why you closed off in the way you did. But unfortunately you feel like there's no one there to hear you. But maybe that's not really the case at all. So let's see. See if we can get some divine guidance from you, for you, should I say. Spirit, what is it that Capricorn needs to know at this time? What is it that will help them? What is it they need to know? Okay. So you have full moon in Pisces, balanced spirituality and practicality. Yeah. So I feel like that's the thing, on some levels it's been very easy to just numb your feelings by throwing yourself into your work or distraction techniques or vices. But you're being asked to really sit with yourself, right? Go within. See what alchemization needs to take place, what healing is still required. The answers will always lie within. Maybe there are people who can help, but maybe there was times where someone tried to offer help, but you weren't ready, or you pushed them away, you turned it down, right? But that doesn't mean they're still not willing to listen. They're still not willing to understand what it is that you've been through and how you've been feeling. But it does require you to open up. So yeah, I feel like there's certain actions you're being asked to take, and with that it does require, again, a certain level of vulnerability. Okay. So let's go to the Angelarium deck now and see what the angels have for you. Okay, we have 2 cards, so I'll take them. You have Zacriel, Angel of Memory. And you also have Bina, Left Eye, Knowledge. Okay. That's the thing, I get the sense, Capricorn, that you've been harboring some secrets for some time. There's some things you've known about a situation, or things you've been keeping about yourself, that has been causing you a great deal of pain, distress, right? Certain memories that have etched into your mind, that you feel that you cannot erase, no matter how much you try. Maybe there was something you were informed of that has forever been imprinted on your mind, something you could never shift. And as such, you feel like you're still very much entangled with it on a quantum level, right? You're energetically still very much tied to the situation, no matter how much you may try and separate yourself from it. Because once you see, you cannot unsee. So you either stumbled across something, you were informed of something, or something happened to you directly, and you've been carrying the weight of this for a long time. But that doesn't mean you have to just continue with the pain. It's time for it to be alchemized. And with the alchemization process, it will change how you view the memory. Sure, there will still be some, sad memories possibly, but it will definitely change the way you interact with the memory as well. Okay. So, just going to give you the signs for this energy. So Zacriel's is a knot, a loom, a maze. Okay? A knot, a room, a maze. Okay? So those might be significant to you. Okay? And then I'll go to Binder's Binder's signs. Okay, so Binder's energy is found in learning, shared experience, creation. Learning, shared experience, creation. Okay. But I really feel like the divine are trying to bring comfort to you at a time where perhaps you are really starting to sit with yourself and process these memories, these painful memories, or these traumatic instances, or times where you truly felt there was no one there for you when you needed them most. When you felt at your most vulnerable, when you felt that you were completely misunderstood, that you didn't get the time, the care, attention that you needed, when you were at your lowest points. And they want to show you that they are here for you, and they've always been here for you. Okay? Alright, so let's go to the tarot messages now. Because the thing about being in this energy of feeling like you're alone, no one understands you, no one sees you, or what you've been going through, that can lead you to harbour a great deal of heavier emotions, such as anger, possibly even hatred, upset, right? Possibly abandonment issues as well. So that's why it's really important to take some time to reflect on this, so you can start that deep inner processing and not harbor these feelings anymore. So let's go into the tarot now. First card out is the Eight of Cups. Water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You are wanting to detach. But I feel like as much as you want to emotionally detach from these painful memories or feeling like you have no one to express what it is that you've experienced, I feel like you're trying to regain a sense of clarity within that as well, on why these memories are resurfacing, why you feel like perhaps in some ways you still have to shoulder the burden alone, even though you do want to be able to express it. But I see you trying to walk away from your past and find the answer of how to truly close the door on this once and for all. The next card out is the King of Pentacles, Earth energy, specifically associated with Taurus. So this is it. I feel like generally, Capricorn, I mean this is your energy anyway for me in this particular reading. I feel like generally you're quite stable, you're grounded, you're very dependable. I feel like you're very trustworthy. People generally feel very comfortable opening up towards you because there's a sincerity to your compassion, right? But you don't feel like you can be on the receiving end of that, right? Or not very often. You can be the rock for others, but you don't have a rock for yourself. So you've had to learn how to be your own support system, your own rock, right? The stabling factor in your life. And that has brought you a great deal of strength and resilience and the ability to find very practical solutions to your problems. But when it involves the emotional, right? Deep wounds on a psychological level possibly, right? Because wounds and trauma is very much tied into our mental state as well. And I feel like on that level, that's where perhaps you need some assistance. That's where you need to either talk to someone, possibly like a therapist, or have a very good friend or family member that you feel very close to, that you feel like you can express your feelings to without the fear of judgment or being left behind, right? And that's where this balanced spirituality and practicality energy comes in. That need to be able to express your emotions without the fear of judgment. The next card is the King of Wands. Fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay. So even though it's been a challenge, even though it's not easy facing these painful memories or feelings or thoughts from your past, I see you charging on. I see you going full steam ahead and addressing it head on in the hopes that it will lead to a brighter day, that you won't have to carry these painful reminders everywhere you go, and that finally you can overcome this hurdle that's been holding you back in some way, possibly when it comes to your relationships or interpersonal relationships. It's acted as a barrier for a long time. But now you're ready to move through the recesses of your mind and face those memories head on, so that you can finally free yourself and truly walk away from the pain. So I see you starting to embody more of this like warrior spirit and addressing your shadow work head on. The next card is the Star. Amazing. Aquarius energy. So this is it. You're coming to realize what it is that you're wishing for, what your hopes is, your highest hopes are, what you would like to manifest, what you want to be in alignment with, where you want to plant your seeds. The magic that resides in you that gives you the ability to create beauty and abundance in the world. Even if sometimes it doesn't seem as pretty or as kind or as compassionate as you would want it to be, you can help create that image. And that's something you're coming to the awareness of. The next card is the Nine of Wands. So fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Yeah. It's been a long road. It's been full of bumps and knocks along the way, obstacles. It's not been easy. You've had a great deal of challenges to face, but yet you're still standing. Because you're way more resilient than you give yourself credit for. And no matter what is thrown in your direction, you have the ability to overcome. And every test and lesson and learning curve and obstacle is only strengthening your resolve to overcome. And then lastly, you have the King of Cups. Water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Cancer or a Pisces. Strong Pisces showing here for you. But I feel like, and don't get caught up in the gender, this is about the energy, right? But I feel like, Capricorn, you're realizing that despite your wounds, despite the challenges you've faced, despite the darkness you've walked through, you still have such a beautiful spirit. You still have such beauty in your ability to love despite the pain you've been through. And that if anything, even though there is some emotional purging that needs to take place, there's even some emotions that you need to get to the bottom of, right? And truly understand where they stem from, what you've been harboring. And doing that in an alchemization, you will be in such a frequency that you will attract the kindness, the love, the beauty that you've communicated, that you seek from the universe. You just have to keep moving forward, doing the necessary work, and believing that this is for you. Amazing. So, we're going to go into the extended now, so I'll clarify all of the cards here to get a bit more insight into these key energies. So if this reading resonates, there are two ways you can access it. There is a link in the description box below that will take you to my website where you can get the extended there. Or you can get this extended reading, and not only this, but all 12 extended tarot readings by joining the Inner Sanctum membership here on YouTube. So if you're curious to dive deeper into your different placements and even cross-watch, you can access all 12 readings and more through the Inner Sanctum by joining here. Otherwise, if this is where we leave it, I just want to say thank you so much for checking out your shadow work reading. It's a real pleasure to get back into the swing of doing these readings for you again. And I hope it brings some clarity and comfort into the situation for you. So take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.